Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon. Presented by Pacific Office Automation.
Well, happy Friday the 13th. We had some thrillers of the night during Week 7 of Fox 12's Friday Night Lights. Our big game, spooky good at the highest level of all in the Evergreen State. Fox 12's Greg Burnback live in Camas, where the Papermakers had won 5 in a row, but rolled in the storm of the unbeaten Skyview team, a first-place classic from Doc Harris. I can hear the victory vibes over there, Craig. You know, a 14 lead the last month in the 4A Greater St. Helens League. Always a treat, and especially you got company like you do out there in Papermaker Country.
Yeah, Nick, rivalry games are a treat. The energy's up, and it's why this band is still rocking here at Camas over an hour after their victory. Now, I will tell you, Skyview came into this game with high hopes of ending their 12-game rivalry losing streak against Camas, but the Papermakers, they had other plans, and their defense delivered on those plans in a big way. Entered the night with the better record, but they entered the night with a clear edge in this rivalry. Early in the second, Camas trails 3-0 when Jack McDonald says trailing, not anymore. On 4th and 11, he unleashes this picture-perfect pass to Anthony Forner. That's a 26-yard strike and a 7-3 Papermakers lead. Later in the second, McDonald is going deep to the electric Trent Swanson. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. It's first and goal. Bo Harlan cleans up from there as he rolls in to make it 14-3, home team at the half. Second half, more Bo Harlan as he will not be denied. He's going to fight his way in from the 9, and just like that, it's 21-3 Camas. While Camas' offense was pretty good, the Papermakers' defense was more like Teflon, as they only allowed one late touchdown to the Storm. They got stop after stop, turnover after turnover. The rivalry streak reaches 13 straight. Camas wins again. 21-9 is your final. Talk about that defense for you guys tonight.
Oh, our defense showed out today. We did everything we wanted to do and more. We played great.
This game, obviously, such a huge rivalry. You guys didn't want to be the ones that let the winning streak end, did you?
Oh no, we were not going to let that happen. Hey, this streak's going to keep going next year too. We're good. We're going to keep it rolling.
And the reason why Camas is so tough to beat at home, it's the atmosphere, it's this band, it's the cheerleaders. What a night for Camas. Now, as for Skyview, Nick, they got to get right back into a very tough game. They're going to be hosting undefeated Battleground. As for the Papermakers, they're right back into rivalry mode as they're going to head to Vancouver next week to take on the Union Titans in McKenzie Stadium. Live, though, from a still rocking Doc Harris Stadium, I'm Craig Burnback, Friday Night Lights.
Keep Craig up all week long until next Friday. Emotions always high in that Three Rivers League, the best group from top to bottom, 1 through 6 in the state of Oregon. Number 7 Lakeridge home with Oregon City for the second week of TRL play. Both 5-1 overall. They last met in the state quarterfinals, Pacers prevailing. Opening quarter, we got a Gabe Motzenbacher sighting to his main man, Joey Olsen, a big-time playmaker, headed to the Big Ten with USC, 11-yard out route in, 10-0 at half for the Pacers. In the third, Gabe simply is going to hand it off to the Powder Blues, that beast in the backfield. Super sophomore Ansu Sano, recruited by all the current Pac-12 schools and Georgia, gained a 33 to the 9. That would lead to a quick out to Tashi Crowfoot. He's going to roll a dude, too, and get in 17-0 Pacers. Still third quarter, Oregon City's Ben Schneider on that comeback trail to Clay Martineau, the Boise State commit, making a dude miss on his way to the Mountain West. 45-yard touchdown, 17-7. At that point, the Pioneers finally on the board. Later third, Lakeridge possession again. Zion Floyd, set your eyes to Zion Floyd. A gain of about 30 yards to the 1. They'd soon score. Sano would then nail in another on that next play from the 3, 24-7 in favor of the Pacers. Let's go fourth quarter now. Lakeridge pinned back on their own 10, 3rd and long. Motzenbacher, lefty, air it out, big time way out of harm's way. Floyd Another monster mash. Lakeridge in real estate again. That would lead to a big boot by Keaton Emmett, his second long field goal of the night. 27-7 the final. 6-1 Lakeridge now. Next draws that short trip to West Linn before hosting LO in that Battle of the Lake. The 5-2 Pios now roll home at Tualatin for senior night, then hitch the wagon across the bridge to West Linn. And a four-way tie for second place entering the night in that TRL. Number 4, Lake Oswego. Number 5, Tualatin. Both 5-1 overall, both falling to West. Homecoming king and queen there. Trace and Ashley, congrats, back to the game. Third quarter, 7-0 T-Wolves. Lakers with the pigskin. Liam Davis looking for a man, instead finds Ryder Jones. Little tip drill himself. Tualatin takeaway. Now, A.J. Nolan filling in at quarterback for the injured Nolan Keeney. A.J.'s got the field now. Matt Dog will hunt. Tyson Hunt. 20-yard score, 14-0. Fourth quarter, still 14-0. LO on the 30. The air attack goes awry. Kenan Elder with the INT for the home team. Give him a touchback. Keep him off the board. Tualatin would punt. Lakers still doing something here with 5 minutes to go. Davis just turns on his jets with his legs there. The lefty quarterback hits midfield, 29-yard gain, but they end up turning it over on downs. Minute and a half to go. LO 48 never quits, but for a second straight drive, a scoring threat goes nowhere. The star of the night there, A.J. Nolan, the other side of the ball, seals it up with the pick. Take a knee. 14-0 Tualatin. T-Wolves close up on the road in Oregon City at Tigard. Lakers will now be home with Tigard and at Lakeridge. FNL in the TRL, number 1 West Linn, the reigning state champs, unbeaten. A parade through that foggy Tiger cage of Tigard High. For this reel, all first quarter, all for the Linn. Baird Gilroy has sure arrived on the scene. Move, you groove. Dumps it off to Ryan Vandenbrink. The Beaver baseball commit calls an extra bagger there. 36-yard gain. Then Vandenbrink, the payoff for the first score of the night. Tigard now in third and long for their own 20. You're going to find Hunter Haynes, though, with his glasses on. A pick six. Putting the show for the people at home. 14-0 Lions. That's how they do it both sides of the ball. West Linn Mack on offense here. From the 15, Gilroy to his bus man. Bus driver, Gus Donnerberg, twinning, winning, remains in bounds. Bus stays in that lane. We're being parked at a 59-yard gain and after school special. Big play, another explosion play. Gilroy freezes him on that pump fake, and there's Hunter Haynes all alone there. West Linn, the win again, 53-14. Their last 2 regular season games will be home. Lakeridge in the battle for the bridge with OC. Tigard goes to LO, and then home for that rivalry with Tualatin. And where were you in 1922? This was the 101st edition of the 7-Mile War. Fox 12's Paulina Aguilar live along Highway 30, St. Helens at Scappoose. Paulina, the Lions needed this one for a continued shot at the Coapa League title, but the Tri-Boy, one of 2 unbeatens left in the 4A classification.
That's right. Now, the Lions put up a fight. They just couldn't put up any points, and so the Indians remain undefeated so far this season. Now, I asked wide receiver Linn Boswell, what is one of the secrets that keeps you guys winning the way that they do? And he says he owes it to their offensive line. It's the annual 7-Mile War between the Indians and the Lions as they fish for that Salmon Trophy. Not a good start for the Indians. Quarterback Max Nolan cuts right. The throw, but into the hands of St. Helens' Ethan Smith for the interception and a clear path setting up for that next down. Aaron Liebelt lobs it to Jace Graham. And the Lions get the first touchdown of the night. The Lions up 7-0. Inside the 5, Nolan with the handoff to Caden Baker, zigzagging his way home for 6. And it's tied game at 7 apiece. Nolan with another quick handoff, this time to Leland Boswell, all alone, and he'll take it all the way to the corner for another Indian touchdown, 14-7. And this is where the Indians turn on the fire at the Lions' 20-yard line. Nolan with a short pass to Eli Hara. He gets excellent protection from that O-line, cuts left, and off he goes to the races. Got one Lion on him, but he cuts right, and down goes the Lion. And he's off again in a foot race and gets in on that corner for another TD. Hand off to Boswell once more, and the Indians take home that Salmon Trophy.
We have a brothership, like a brotherhood, I think better than any other team. We are so connected in every single way. We have like team dinners and everything. Like, we are just so connected on and off the field. So it's basically like I'm playing with my brothers every single play.
Well, let's see if they can stay connected next week when they host yet another rival, Tillamook, on Thursday. Of course, this time they'll be fighting for first place in the league. And, of course, Fox 12 will be there. That'll do it for me here in Scappoose. Pauline Aguilar, Friday Night Lights. Nick.
Well, Metro League title implications, 10th-ranked Crusaders of Jesuit, 3-3 Apollos. Sunset, the last Metro team to defeat JHS during the COVID-shortened season. Ken Potter still on the cusp of becoming the state's all-time winningest coach. That could happen in the playoffs. Both sides swap turnovers in the first, and the Sunset reign supreme. Justin Craigwell, boy, so very well he's playing this year, a sophomore year. A star already, 7-0 Sunset. Jesuit may not be superhuman right now, but they can still push people around. Trey Cleland, 3rd and 1. Gets a whole lot more behind that franchise line. The Pandas look clean, too. They'd flip into the field for the second quarter, and that drive would turn into 3 points off that cleat of Christopher Lowe. 3-0 for Jesuit. Should we say down through 7-3, should say. You know, Lonnie Burt can convert, too. The senior tailback running hard towards the pylon and our camera lens. Cleland, well, he's the youngest son of UW legend Cam Cleland. Big game tomorrow in Seattle, I heard. Trey came in barking like a dog. Crusaders' first 6 and their lead, they would win 26-21. Sunset lamenting a goal line opportunity before half that came up empty. It'll be Jesuit at Mountainside for first place Thursday. We shall be there, and maybe. 6A Special District 1, South Salem at home with Roseburg. Saxons 6-0, ranked 6th going into week 7. 8th and Palmatier, one of the best quarterbacks in the Beaver State, and along that west coast, he can throw, he can run. Quarterback keeper made it 44-0. Saxons, though, more than just an offensive juggernaut. Colby Rattle strikes like a snake for South on the interception. That turnover will be turned into another score. Noah Scher runs them up and over 50 points. They get to 60+. Tristan Gear went into 6th gear. 63-7 the final scoregami. 7-0 Saxons now travel to Sprague for hosting their rivals from North. Those Vikings of North and the Olies of Sprague going for it in a conference game in the Cherry City. Jamal Wilson, you know, the best backer in the state, certainly in Salem. This first drive, all him. Hand him the ball, he'll do the rest. First down, touchdown. Jamal is special. So too, Ducati Witherspoon. Spoon Man's a luxury. He's going to get the glory, though, to his wideouts like Landon Baldwin Branch. 28-yard score at 7-6 for Sprague. North back in the march. Mr. Wilson, a menace. His second tug from 12-7 North Salem. Sprague would hang right with them the entire first half. Witherspoon, Tyler Boot tight. That combo is always right. So to Kenya Johnson. Give, go, and get in. 13-12 at that point, but it is a 47-28 victory for North. The Vikes now have 2 straight away games at West and South. The oldie senior night will be Friday with the Saxons. 2A Greater St. Helens League in Vancouver from John O'Rourke Field, Columbia River High, Rapids, and GSHL co-leading Ridgefield Spudders. Cool lights in the night. Bullside turned it over in the opening quarter, but here's a nice setup run by Rivers' Chris Parkin on the opening drive, lead to their first of 2 field goals by Aiden Pena. Now, Clyde Stevens going to be from the Spudders here, digs in the dirt, plastic. Second quarter run, plants the feet and goes for 33 yards into the red zone. The orange and the blue then crushed it and cashed in 2 plays later. The quarterback, Braden Malella. Play breaks down, finds a way to get in from the pressure. 2-yard score. TD for the visitors. Ridgefield up 7-3. Later second, Braden puts his arm on display. Landon DeBeaumont. Lovely kind of guy to receive from 26 to the 18. Ridgefield still driving. Braden again in trouble on 3rd and long. He escapes a sack. Cinches up another 6 to Cash Hill. Cha-ching. 20-yard touchdown. Spuds win 27-12. They will next dig up to R.A. Long while River rolls over to Washougal. Still to come, more from our 2 live crews. Craig back at our big game in the cheer of the night, Storm and Papermakers, while Paulina gets that little history in the 101st 7-mile war. But first, we'll head indoors on the volleyball court for our high school spotlight with one of the state's best from Crescent Valley. That's when this Friday the 13th, Week 7 edition of Friday Night Lights returns right here on Fox 12.
You're watching Friday Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon, presented by Pacific Office Automation.